After Mara's defeat, the three watchers with Mara vanquished, Siddhartha entered the meditation that would lead to enlightenment. The night proceeded in three watches. The first watch, remembering past lives. In the first watch of the night, roughly 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., Siddhartha developed what Buddhists call Pubanivsanusati, a knowledge of the recollection of past lives. He directed his concentrated mind toward recollecting his previous existence as 1 birth, 2 births, 3, 4, 5, 10, 50, 100, 1,000. This wasn't mere memory, it was direct perception of the chain of conditioned existence, seeing how beings arise and pass away according to their actions, karma. He saw that he had been wandering in samsara for incalculable eons, experiencing every form of existence, accumulating the wisdom and merit that had brought him to this moment. The second watch, the divine eye. During the middle watch, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., Siddhartha developed Katapoptaki, a knowledge of the passing away and reappearance of beings, sometimes called the divine eye. With this purified vision surpassing normal human sight, he saw beings passing away and being reborn, inferior and superior, beautiful and ugly, fortunate and unfortunate. He understood how beings fare according to their actions. These beings who engaged in misconduct of body, speech, and mind, who reviled the noble ones, held wrong views, and acted under the influence of wrong views, with the breakup of the body after death, have been reborn in a state of deprivation, in a bad destination. But these beings who engaged in good conduct of body, speech, and mind, who did not revile the noble ones, who held right views and acted under the influence of right views with the breakup of the body after death, had been reborn in a good destination. This was understanding the moral causality of the universe, how intentional actions shape future existence. He saw that samsara operates according to law, not chance or divine whim, and that suffering persists because beings don't understand these patterns. The third watch, the destruction of the taints. In the final watch of the night, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., before dawn, Siddhartha achieved the knowledge that made him the Buddha. The Pali texts describe this as the arising of Isavakyaki, a knowledge of the destruction of the taints, influxus. This is where the breakthrough occurred. He directly understood the Four Noble Truths. 1. The truth of suffering, dukkha. This is suffering. Birth is suffering. Aging is suffering. Illness is suffering. Death is suffering. Union with what is displeasing is suffering. Separation from what is pleasing is suffering. Not to get what one wants is suffering. In brief, the 5 aggregates of clinging are suffering. 2. The truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya. This is the origin of suffering. It is this craving tie, how she leads to renewed existence, accompanied by delight and lust, seeking delight here and there. That is craving for sensual pleasures, craving for existence, craving for extermination. 3. The truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha. This is the cessation of suffering. It is the remainderless fading away and cessation of that same craving, the giving up and relinquishing of it, freedom from it, non-reliance on it. 4. The truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering, marga. This is the way leading to the cessation of suffering. It is this noble eightfold path, that is, right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. He understood each truth in 3 aspects: its nature, the task to be accomplished regarding it, and the completion of that task, making 12 insights in total. The formula of dependent origination. Crucially, the texts tell us that the Buddha also penetrated ikasa-mukta, dependent origination, the 12-linked chain showing how suffering arises and ceases. He traced it forward. When this exists, that comes to be. With the arising of this, that arises. 1. Through ignorance, avijja. Volitional formations arise. 2. Through volitional formations, consciousness arises. 3. Through consciousness, Niman form arises. 4. Through Niman form, the 6 sense bases arise. 5. Through the 6 sense bases, contact arises. 6. Through contact arises. 6. Through contact, feeling arises. 7. Through feeling, craving arises. 8. Through craving, clinging arises. 9. Through clinging, becoming arises. 10. Through becoming, birth arises. 11. Through birth, aging, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair arise. Then he traced it backward, understanding cessation. When this does not exist, that does not come to be. With the cessation of this, that ceases. With the cessation of ignorance, the entire chain unwinds. This was the master Kitha, precise mechanism by which suffering is constructed and can be deconstructed. The moment of awakening, the Aryapariyasuna Sutta, describes the culmination simply but powerfully. When he knew and saw thus, his mind was liberated from the taint of sensual desire, from the taint of existence, from the taint of ignorance. When it was liberated, there came the knowledge. It is liberated. He understood, destroyed his birth. The holy life has been lived. What had to be done has been done. There is no more coming to any state of being. The Majjhima Nikaya adds, knowledge and vision arose in me. Unshakable is my liberation of mind. This is my last birth. Now there is no more renewed existence. The dawn, as dawn broke over the Naranyara river, Siddhartha, now the Buddha, the awakened one, opened his eyes. According to tradition, he gazed at the Bodhi tree in gratitude and uttered spontaneous verses found in the Dhammapada commentary and the Uddiyana. The texts say that at the moment of enlightenment, according to tradition, extraordinary signs appeared. The earth trembled, flowers rained from the sky. Divine beings appeared to honor the new Buddha, and light radiated from his body. Whether literal or symbolic, these elements expressed the magnitude of what had occurred. A human being had broken through the fundamental delusion that binds all existence. What he achieved, the nature of enlightenment according to the scriptures. The Buddha's enlightenment, Bodhisambhati, consisted of 1. Complete understanding of the nature of reality, particularly the three marks of existence: impermanence, anicca, suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anat. R. Liberation, vimutti, from all mental defilements. Kilesas, greed, hatred, and delusion were permanently uprooted. 3. Omniscience, regarding the Dhammo, perfect understanding of the law of cause and effect, especially as it pertains to suffering and liberation. 4. The end of rebirth, he had broken the cycle of samsara. This was his final lifetime. 5. Attainment of nibbana nirvana, the unconditioned, the deathless, the cessation of suffering. 6. Victory over Mara, freedom from the forces that keep beings bound to existence and suffering. The texts emphasize that this wasn't philosophical speculation or mystical absorption, but direct knowledge is seeing things as they actually are. Yath putang badasana, Mara's continuing presence. Interestingly, the Buddha's enlightenment didn't eliminate Mara from existence. Throughout the Pali Canon, Mara continues to appear, attempting to disturb the Buddha or his disciples. But the Buddha always recognizes him instantly, saying, "I see you, Mara," and Mara flees. Dismayed that the Buddha knows him, this suggests that the forces of temptation, fear, and delusion continue to exist. Enlightenment doesn't destroy them universally, but makes one immune to them. The Buddha could perceive these forces arising, but they had no power over his liberated mind.